was a group, when I was in high school, there was definitely a group of people that you just knew everything about them and you knew who they were dating, and they were a soap opera, and you would maybe never even have had said a word to them, but you kind of knew, like, she's got bangs, maybe I should get bangs. It's just celebrity culture shrunk down to high school size.
The plastics, they sort of dictate the style and, you know, the behavior and what's cool and what's not, and the do's and the don'ts and the, you know, the rights and the wrongs and all the rules of high school, which we all have to follow to a T.
Regina's the leader, and, you know, she's psychotic, and she's very evil, and, you know, Gretchen and Karen, we just follow her.
I feel like a puppy dog in some scenes because we walk around like, what are you doing? What are we doing?
And everyone is kind of hates them and kind of knows everything about them. They're celebrities within their school.
They wear like mini skirts, heels. I think they're all about like looking hot all the time. And girls are like that in high school. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fun to do that. But they're just always on, you know what I mean? They're never taking a moment to not think of what they look like and stuff. They're very self-absorbed.
So this looks great like this. Yeah.
Do you want us to move, like walk?
Yeah, just a little walk.
Okay.
Just walk a little bit with her.
So you just want to stay together.
Hi guys. Okay, put me down here. Thanks. They say do the hair thing is great. That's fine.
And then
Okay,
down, let her down.
Gracefully. Like, okay. And then
Regina George, me, she's the queen bee, so to speak. She's at the head. She's at the very top, the pinnacle.
The great thing about Rachel is it's so true that you have to cast a nice girl to play just that you have to cast a smart person to play a dumb person. You have to cast someone really polite and kind and hardworking to play this character, because if you cast the real thing, it would be a nightmare.
It's a really fun role to play because I go from the top to the bottom and then back up to the top again, sort of, or somewhere in the middle.
What's that say? Caitlin Cousin is
Fat whore. You know, I sort of get to fall really far and rebound, and, you know, I get hip and thrust, I get to wear a spinal hail, I get to wear these amazing clothes, I get to wear a fat suit, I get zits, I lose them in 2 days, I get to eat all kinds of food. Is butter a carb?
Yes.
I mean, you know, what more could you ask for, really?
I think Regina, when she first meets Katie, is smart enough to be threatened by her, to know that this girl is pretty enough and smart enough. And there's that thing that girls and women do, which is, you know, you keep your enemies close. I'll take you in and keep you close to me to keep you down.
Love ya.
And I think Katie is kind of starstruck by Regina in the beginning. That she can't believe she's talking to her, and she's exposing her to all these clothes and makeup and hair and things she has no idea. She's never seen anything like it before, so it's a little hero worship.
Wow, your house is really nice.
I know, right?
And it was really this very interesting balancing act of trying to find not only who was best for the part, but who kind of fit as a group. And interestingly enough, Amanda Seyfried, who ended up playing the role of Karen, was somebody who read for Regina and was fantastic in the part, but just didn't feel like as good as Rachel did opposite Lindsay. And then we actually said, well, why not try her out for Karen? It turned out she had this kind of like spacey, daffy sense of humor that was perfect for that.
You know who's looking fine tonight? Seth Musikowski.
Okay, you did not just say that.
What? He's a good kisser. She's the dumb one of the group, you know? There's always a dumb one. I was always kind of the dumb one of my group. You know, I would ask like stupid questions and I wouldn't know why I asked them, and my friends will tell me that. I was always the airhead. No, I felt a little Jamie Priestley on that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, but he's my first cousin.
It's like, yeah, no, you're more like, really, it's okay.
No,
Yeah.
he's my
Yeah,
first
but he's
cousin.
And for Gretchen, we actually didn't find anybody who felt right until Lacey walked in the room, and suddenly it was just thanking God in heaven that we found something that worked. And when we put the three of them together, it just seemed like it was meant to be.
The plastics are basically kind of the richest, most trendy, slightly snobby, mean girls in school. But Gretchen, the character that I play, is really only mean by association. She just has like this tendency to really, you know, kind of spill everyone's secrets and say too much about people. I'm such a good friend. She's incredibly insecure. She's so nervous and, you know, constantly having anxiety attacks that Regina is gonna kick her out of the plastics and she'll lose her status. So she just tries really, really a little too hard sometimes.
We don't let just anybody into our club.
Okay, you should just know that we don't do this a lot, so this is like a really huge deal.
There's a lot of specifics involved,
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
a lot of standards that you need to meet.
And you can only wear your hair in a ponytail once a week.
You know, you have to have the right style, you have to have you know, the right sensibility.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't buy a skirt without asking your friends first if it looks good on you.
I wouldn't.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of work.
There's always those kind of girls in your school that just seem to, it seems like they have some kind of guidebook of how to look good that you don't have.
Those bitches.
Janice and Damien are more from my high school experience and from my memory. I have a good friend from high school who actually, he went to the Catholic school down the street, but we knew each other from summer theater, and he was, in a lot of ways, the inspiration for the character of Damien. And between myself and some other friends that I have are kind of mushed together to be Janice.
They're kind of the art freaks. Yeah, I refer to Janice and Damien as like the art freaks, and I'm so glad I don't have to sit at their table. They're like the odd couple. They're perfect for each other.
They actually, I think, are cooler than anyone else in the school because they don't care what people think about them and just live for who they are.
We're actually a lounge act on the side.
That's right. See, this is our big move.
My name's Ethel, and his name...
Oh, yeah. No, Mildred and Ira.
Mildred and Ira.
Lizzie Kaplan was kind of almost too beautiful to play the role of Janice. Originally conceived, we thought we were going to find like a Kelly Osbourne type to play Janice, but then nobody else had the kind of the raw energy and the attitude that you needed for that part except for Lizzie, and we figured we could kind of make Lizzie, we added this element that Lizzie used to be, you know, Regina's best friend, and so she's kind of just gone to the dark side.
What Rosalind does write about in her book is this whole notion of being inside the box or outside the box. And you know, if you're a girl that's inside the box, you're pretty and neat and a good student, and you don't sleep around and you're whatever. And if you're anything out, you know, outside the box is if you don't look the same as everyone and you maybe express your anger. God forbid you might even be gay. Then there's all these things that are going to put you outside that box and make it hard for you. And Janice is definitely outside the box.
Normally, it's like I get a script and I'm like, okay, I'll do this movie if I get it. And then by the end, I'm like, please let me get this. And so it's like pure luck that it ended up being, you know, good. But I really liked the script. From the second I heard about it and I heard that Tina was writing it, I was very excited about it because she's awesome. And I read it, and I get really obnoxious with scripts that I like because then I'll like call people and be like, listen to this line, and like read the whole script. Yeah, I do that a lot. It's bad.
Suck on that!
It's very easy to play Janice as just this, you know, crazy, bitter, angry girl, which she does very well. But there is definitely like a vulnerability that she brings to it that centers her, and you kind of want to like, she's not like the mean girl that you want like a bucket of water to fall on. She's kind of like the mean girl that you want to give a hug to. Regina started this rumor that Janice.
Damien! Shall we not?
I think we're all essentially in the movie. I mean, me and Janice. I mean, I think I'm a boy mean girl in the movie when I'm with Janice. And I think that's what, when you combine Janice and Damien together, they just become like this.
Background, folks.
We looked a long time to find Damien, and we found Daniel just